Can you see the chat?
Not
the
yet.
side? You have to go up to the right.
It says private chat. I have private chat, but comments.
Hit that. Hit that private chat.
Okay.
And that'll bring your chat up. Nobody's here.
Oh, it'll just start coming up when they start commenting. Hey, Gypsy, everybody's coming in the room to say hi.
Nobody's here. Nobody likes us anymore. That's all right. I'll just chew on my kielbasa.
I got my sausage.
Ah, there it is. Hey, Crackles. Hey, Linda. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, everybody.
What's up?
Oh, wait a minute. I got comments over here. Oh, what's up, y'all?
What's up? Look who it is.
Hey, everybody. Hi.
Look who I dragged along. Everybody else hates me, so. Hi, Feline.
You like, go with the villain. Go with the bad guy, Cringy. Everybody hates him.
Hey, Jane Sandra, what's up? So happy to see you here.
Feline and Beth, Kevin, Linda.
Hi, Alice.
What's up?
Hi, Vivian.
Hey, Vivian.
What's happening? Get that big sausage.
I got mine.
I also have mine.
Sausage crew. I never leave home without it. I drive with my sausage like this.
I enjoy wearing it as a crown.
Oh, you do? I do the Princess Leia thing with mine in the bag. You could get two and put them on the side like this.
You could wear it as a necklace.
You'd be rocking a New Hope.
Bucky!
What's up, Bucky?
Bucky here.
Bucky!
Oh my God.
Did y'all see the sausage video?
So we're lovingly holding our sausages.
Yours is turkey.
Yours is turkey.
I got a mix.
Hi, Getty Boo. Crackles. Oh, Lord. Exactly, Bucky. This is going to be a very serious live stream.
Very serious. No laughing.
Because there's too much fun in the world, and we have decided that seriousness is the way to go. Yeah. What's that?
We're going to put it into all this fun stuff.
There's going to be no fun, no laughter, nothing. We totally changed our whole thing and decided that we're going to talk about serious issues.
All doomer, gloom and doom stuff.
Like, this is a very serious issue. Don't you agree, Cringy?
Riding with sausage is serious.
I mean,
let's not make sausage commercials in the car. Especially when you're not getting paid for like sponsorship or anything, right? You're going to risk your life for somebody else's sausage sale?
Oh my God, Vivian. You know where that goes to heat it up driving down around. Well, Cringy put a blizzard between his legs. So
it didn't melt that fast. I'm not that hot. It stayed frosty.
Right. Stop, Bucky. You started already.
Riding with the sausage, yes.
See, you already started. So what? Thank you, Budget Coffees with Taylor. This is really the only way I can wear it in the summer because it
What's that mean?
We'll see. Depends
on
the sausage.
Anybody's lock, so it can't be me.
Riding the sausage.
Riding the sausage. Yeah, you know where her emergency sausage heater.
I wonder if she has a sterno in the passenger seat, and she just like takes a stick and sticks it through and heats it up. Because I mean that see, Cringy, you don't know the road that she travels on, the Southern State Parkway, is, I think it's rated as like one of the most dangerous highways in the country.
Because she travels on it every day. You see how fast she drives?
Oh yeah, stop signs are only a suggestion. It's
she
not.
rolls. Well, you can really get an idea how fast she's going when she goes under those underpasses. When you see them like out of her back window like that. Yeah. She's doing at least 80, 85.
Yep.
It's like the cop said, maybe faster.
Vivian wants to know, did you turn around to make a false claim the blizzard couldn't be turned upside down? Because I think, see, I don't have a Dairy Queen out here, so I don't know with this whole blizzard. They're supposed to turn it upside down, and if it doesn't fall out or something, you get a free one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I just ate a few bites out of it for my video and threw it away. It was so sweet. I don't see how somebody could eat a whole one. Like it was over the top of it, and I didn't even eat like into the cup. And it was just like too much sugar. I couldn't take it. So, and that was a medium, because that's what she gets, mediums, right? Or she says she does. I never measured a cup, but I don't see how somebody could eat a whole one.
She drives with no hands.
It's like shit.
Yeah.
She drinks hers.
Oh Lord. So, do we have anyone that we need to pray for this evening? Anyone?
My cousin's uncle's nephew's niece.
And the ailment is?
Who knows?
Whatever.
Whatever she came up with that day.
Hey, Stat, what's up?
She got her Bible out though.
Yeah. Did you see how dirty his steering wheel is? Right. Stop eating in the car.
Yeah. Stop making sausage commercials in it.
I'm good, Magna Rakosi. How are you? Pray for the sausage. Exactly. Sausage needs prayers. Oh, I know, Vivian. Everybody hates Kim Kardashian because of that Marilyn's dress at the Met Gala. You know, hi, good vibes. Because there's a Greek Bible out. You ate your weight in collard greens? That's one thing I'm not growing is collard greens. But I do have other greens. You know,
is that even her garden? Is that even her garden?
That's the big question. Is that really her garden? I didn't, even last year, I don't think it is, because I know how things grow and how things have to be prepared. She didn't prepare that garden plot.
She would have videotaped all of it. Not just walks to it, right?
Right.
I would like to see her weeding in it. If they caught her weeding their garden,
her garden would look like a jungle.
Their garden.
Bucky's stepping away for a bit. After work pickup required. Okay. Hi, Denise.
Bye, Bucky.
Hi, Nancy Thomas. Her garden looks awful. Well, I've never in my life known anyone to plant a garden and then say, "Oh, I don't remember what I planted."
Yeah, right.
Good grief. Hi, Fundy. You gonna come over for a swim in the poor man's swimming pool?
Oh, her yard and garden is nice. Everything's so lush. What were those you peeked from behind? What was that?
What's that?
Your bushes you peeked from behind.
That was a butterfly bush that I put in, I think, fall of 2020.
That was huge. It's in your yard?
And it's in the front. And it was a little like straggly thing. And last year, that damn thing grew so it was easily 6 foot high. Easy. And in the fall, I deadheaded it all the way to the ground. they grow like crazy.
I like
And
to get plants that my neighbors put out like on trash day that they gave up on, or trees, and like bring them home and replant them and bring them back. I've done
yeah.
that to a lot.
Yeah, what I want to do is take I have a thing of celery in the refrigerator that's past its prime, so I want to stick it in the dirt and see what happens, because I did try it in water in the house and it did start to grow.
It will sprout. You can do garlic like that too with cloves. Just take the cloves and stick them in the ground, and they'll totally sprout out and regrow a whole new thingy.
I think onions you can do that too with, right?
I believe the top of onions, right?
And then potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
You've killed a thyme plant. Well, an orchid I can understand. Orchids are a little temperamental. Orchids like it dry, dry, dry. They say the best way to water an orchid is with ice cubes. So you don't overwater it. Depending on the size, you just take an ice cube, put it on top once a week. And hi, Carolyn.
That's a great thing about like most roots and stuff like that, though. And then you can grow them into the winter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have a longer grow time, and they're way easier to grow. Because just like carrots, you can literally just get the carrots from the store. I have carrots in the freezer that started growing little vines, little water things off the end of them. You could just stick them in the ground, I'm sure, and they would go from there, I would imagine.
Well, up here, so you're south of me.
Yeah, I'm Georgia.
I'm gonna go pick strawberries this week, and the place that I go to, it's like strawberries on steroids. Those things are huge.
Oh wow!
And they're so good.
Do they use a lot of pesticides? See, that's the only thing about strawberries and some fruits is like, especially celery and strawberries and stuff like that. It's like you follow like the dirty dozen list every year. It's like, it's kind of frustrating. And then you don't really know, even with organics, how much.
I know.
You don't know what type of soil it's been grown in. So,
well, strawberries is always one on the dirty dozen. Always.
I love strawberries. It's like one of the top 5. Mm-hmm.
Denise did onions, scallions, celery, garlic, carrot. Didn't buy one plant.
Thanks, Arizona.
Hi, Margot. What are you canning, Margot? Garlic will take over. Oh, romaine lettuce you can do that with too? Huh.
Oh, Vivian, that's true.
Yeah. I
you know. That's a lot of people in the world that won't change. I knew this guy who had type 2 or type 3 diabetes, and he would test his blood sugar. And when his blood sugar was normal, he would reward himself with 4 Krispy Kreme donuts. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
It's like people that take blood pressure medication and they stop taking the blood pressure medication because their blood pressure is normal. Well, your blood pressure is normal because of the fucking medication. It's the medication. And then they end up in the emergency room with, 220 over 100 and something. You can't stop taking it. It's not like you cured it.
Diet. I used to work for a nonprofit where we it was a nutritional nonprofit, and that's how we approached. We made meal plans for diabetics, HIV patients, all different types of chronic illness, right? And we had diabetics that would come in who had been on our meal plans for 2 years, and they had type 2, type 3 diabetes. They'd be on our meal plan for after a year and a half, they were off their medication. But they stuck to that meal plan loyally. Yeah. That's the thing, is consistency. Yep. You can't, and then if you're trying to lose weight or if you're sick like that, you can't have cheat days. I watched Pink Fairy, and she gives herself cheat days, but you're a diabetic that's trying to lose weight. You know what I mean? It's if you're working out 6 days a week, usually on Sunday, I will not be on my meal plan on Sunday. And I'll only eat 3 times because every other day I'm eating 5 or 6 times a week, and it's meal prep foods. But then even when I do take a break, it might just be to get dinner at Longhorns on Sunday or something. It's not even a whole day break. It's just a day break from eating so much. You know what I mean?
Underground Media Life is here.
What's up, Underground?
Hi, Cheyenne. Hi, Donna.
Underground, she don't need a cheat day.
Hi, Arizona chillin'. Exactly. According to her, you can just, it's like optional.
Yeah, well,
And, you know, you don't
not
take,
after you start,
you don't,
especially.
she said that she took Lasix because she felt bloated.
Hey, Carlos.
Cut down on the sodium.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. So is Cringy and Stealth going to be, we have to come up with a name.
Brangelina. I mean, it's fun so far, and we have great conversations. So
Carlos,
I would be
thanks.
down to do one anytime.
You're not offended by the F-bomb? Thank God. Vivian is blue. Vivian, I left you. I know why you're blue.
Feline said, funny, they can be called stingy.
That's true.
Oh, that's so funny.
Right. She took a handful of Lasix to lose weight.
Saying.
And right, Crackles, if you take Lasix, you got to be careful with your potassium. And, you know, Lasix is not something to take on your own schedule. There's a reason why it's prescribed in a certain way. Right. It's nice to talk with no itinerary, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. And I mean, just whatever happens, and I mean, the fun of it too. You know, it's like without feeling like I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Krill. Cringy does short videos.
I've been doing a lot of shorts lately, just because I've been so busy that I haven't had time to do like. I could save up all my shorts and do like longer videos, but you know, it's like people's attention span is so short now anyway. It's like a quick little laugh, and you know,
Yep.
I'm good with that because that's really just what I'm trying to do anyway. And usually it's just I try to get the best parts out of the stuff that I watch that's the funniest to me, and then usually to the people who you know I share that with, it's funny to them too. So,
but that song,
that's great, right?
Yeah,
I love that song. And did you see the black and white, the original that I made?
Yeah.
That thing goes back, and it's like the guy's Russian, and he just did like a recent update of it where he's like probably in his 60s now. And then there's so many edits with the song out there. It's like the classic troll song.
Classic troll song.
Yeah, I like short to get to the point.
R Huff.
Thanks, Arizona.
Right. With, you know, Lasix, I mean, she's playing around with things she shouldn't be playing around with. And who takes Lasix before they go to bed?
My thing is, you can fix so much with your diet, but then you can look at how she eats and tell that's the main problem.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then you can tell that by her weight too. But it's a lot of them. Just like Michelle that I watch Chicken Boots by the Lake, she eats Burger King and stuff like that every day for lunch. You can't live like that. My digestion would be so bad. I can eat that like one time. It's like I'm sick for the rest of the day. It's not. There's nothing in it that's good for you. That's like McDonald's French fries are the worst.
Yep.
You know how bad those things are? Like when they spray the fields, they can't go out in the fields for like 2 weeks after they spray them, the potatoes. Because the fertilizer, the pesticide is so strong.
Yeah. Well, it occurred to me.
I get. I'm not trying to put that shit in my body anymore. You know, I want to eat as healthy as I can afford to. Because I'm getting older. I'm the only person I have to take care of me. It's like I don't want to be immobile. I want to still be healthy and moving around in my 70s.
Yep.
It's nuts.
She's a pharmaceutical tech at Walgreens. Oh my God. Well, you know, weight loss there's no magic recipe. It's calories in, calories out.
Yeah,
Eat 1,200, burn 1,500. You'll lose
exactly.
weight.
Yep. We're saying that I just moved from being sprayed for the past 6 summers. Where were you? Where are you at?
Stat, where are you at that you were getting sprayed for the last 6 summers? Eat less, move more, drink water. That's right, Denise.
Easy. It's really
Mhm.
easy. Yep.
Get up and
And
dance, just move.
eat several little meals throughout the day
Mhm.
to rev your metabolism up.
Yep,
It's not hard. But the fact that she said she was
exactly.
going to try to work her way up to walking a half a mile, it's sad that you can't really even just get out and just walk a half a mile. Because that's what, 20 minutes of walking for an average person, or 15? You should be able to walk a
Depending, I
mile in
mean,
about
depending
40
on
minutes, right?
the speed,
And the terrain and stuff, yeah. But you
but
should be able to walk a half a mile in about 20 minutes if you're healthy.
in Pennsylvania, moved to Gulf Coast, Florida.
Mm.
Yeah. The problem is the and I know this because I go to an apple orchard and I know the owner. He's an old guy and he's originally from Pennsylvania. So many invasive insects have been introduced into the United States from cargo ships. And they have to use the insecticides or else the farmers would lose their crops.
Oh,
Some
yeah,
of,
yeah, yeah.
some of these bugs, I mean, they no insecticides even work on them. Like there's this weird bug up here that looks like a stink bug,
Mhm.
but it's not a stink bug. And nothing is effective. And then there's another one that the emerald ash borers, I think, that kill trees. So yeah, super bugs. And
Well, it's got to be the pesticides that's causing them, though. Are they getting like
no, they're coming
resistant
over on
critters?
cargo ships from China.
Oh, yeah. See, globalization,
Yep.
globalism. First of all, you can basically blame globalism for the spread of the pandemic, right? It has so many drawbacks. You know what I mean?
You need stealth to be your dietitian. I actually think that Cringy knows more about nutrition and are you all into like the macros and the micros and everything like that?
No, no, no. I do. I usually eat 5 meal preps a day, and each one has about 4 ounces, about 20 grams of protein, meat based, 20 to 30, because that's about all you can absorb every 2 hours or 3 hours. So I try to eat like every 3 hours. And then I'm starch heavy because I burn calories fast. So
Mhm.
usually I'll have rice with that, potatoes, and vegetables. But if you're just trying to maintain muscle mass, you would probably just do like your protein and your vegetable with a little less starch. But I'm trying to gain weight. So I'm trying to like, yeah, stay at a calorie, a calorie surplus or whatever.
Your
So
friend Cool
40 gram,
Beans is here.
hey, cool beans.
Yeah, always China, right? Yeah, like bed bugs. Bed bugs, they were able to go right back to a shipment it was a Victoria's Secret shipment that the bed bugs came in from China. I think they traced it right to the Victoria's Secret flagship store on 34th Street in the city. But one thing that a friend of mine has been showing me, have you guys been keeping up with what's going on in Yellowstone?
It's some flooding there, I heard.
The first
It's
time in
closed, right?
history, the whole park is closed and they're trying to get thousands of people out of the park because the roads are collapsing.
You think that's all that's happening, or that's all that they're telling people? Because if that thing went off, it would like the ash would be the problem, right?
Well, no, it's flooding.
Mm.
I think the Yellowstone River, it was over 2 feet, I think, and it's washing out the roads, and they're trying to get people out of there. First time in history, every entrance to Yellowstone is closed.
Lucky, you know what I hate about birds? When it's like 6:30 in the morning, the sun's just coming up. There are these two birds right outside my window that are so loud, and they'll sit there and they'll peep for like 20 minutes. It's so fucking annoying.
You growing lettuce in a hydroponic garden? Wow. Yeah, zucchini, it seems like zucchini is one of those things that you get a ton of, and after a while, like, nobody even wants them anymore because you have so many of them. Underground, you're just a food junkie and need to do better. Yeah. I mean, I'm a cheesehead and I'm a nighttime eater. It's bad.
Yeah, chickens are. My sister had like 7 chickens one time, and I went to her house, and her whole back porch was just like, or the walk thing up to her. That's where they would just hang out, and it was just like chicken poop everywhere. To have them just running around freely like that they would definitely have to have their own space if I had chickens outside,
Well, what
like a cooped in area, because they shit all over everything.
Well, birds in general really piss me off because they have the entire world to crap.
You're right.
They shit all over my car and all over the deck. Like, there's grass over there.
Right.
Go over there and unload and stop. Like,
I think they like shiny things.
like, stop shitting all over my
Hey, Flower
car.
Power.
Jesus. Huh. That's interesting to me, the hydroponic thing, because, well, but you probably have a whole system set up for that, right? The hydroponic growing. Dirty birdies. That's right, Bucky. And dirty
It's
birdies.
not a real conspiracy video. Cool beans that birds aren't real. Where they
Hi,
like
Flower Power.
robots.
Cringy. Flower Power is honored to meet you.
Hey, Flower Power, how's it going?
Right. They crap on my car. And it always happens. I'll wash my car. It's all nice and clean and shiny. I come in the house, I go back out, and there's a giant load just splattered all over the place. It's really, really annoying. Really annoying. And I mean, I had an African gray parrot for 22 years, so I know all about birds and how they shit. And I don't know if they do it on purpose or
Cool beans.
what's that?
Oh, he said there's a 60-minute video about it's a conspiracy video that birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna watch it just for shits and giggles. You know what I mean?
Birds aren't real. Well, I know their shit is real.
I know that is too, because I got about three spots on my car from today.
Yep. Bucky says the only good chicken is the one on her plate.
Thank you. That's the only way I like chickens too, to eat them.
Yep.
But
So
I think
shiny.
Michelle likes chicken novelty things really more than she likes chickens, because Bruce said something to her about getting more chickens in a video recently, and she was like, "No more chickens," like that, and she only has 3, so I think she just has them for props, really. But the things that she really likes are items that she gets with chickens on them. You know what I mean? Like her little chicken plates and the things that she gets with chickens on them from the dollar store. That's what she really. You should really watch her, Diane. She is so much fun.
I only have time for a limited number of train wrecks.
I hear you.
Fake birds. Yep, the earth is flat. Right on. Hi, Joyce. Did you get the notification? Obviously. I told you I would put out a announcement beforehand. I that's true. They just, yep. And They crap on average every 20 minutes.
She just rescued she had a little stuffed chicken that she found in the thrift store. I did a short on that, where she said she rescued it from the thrift store, but it's not even alive.
Oh my!
Somebody else somebody else would have bought it. She is
Oh, there's a
hilarious.
store near you that has the whole setup. Vivian, there's not a tree. There are the power lines. And I guess when they're flying over, they just, oh, look, it's her car. Let's go, everybody. And they're huge. It's not like a little crap. It's these big, and they hit, and it splatters everywhere. It's very, very annoying. Very annoying. Fake.
When I saw her say that, the first thing I thought of was the Sarah McLachlan video from the ASPCA.
I hate that commercial.
It's the worst, right? I hate that she sold her song for that thing.
I know. And it's like when the commercial, well, I don't have cable TV anymore, but I used to have to change a channel or get up and leave. I couldn't even watch it with those.
I'll tell you this.
Mills.
I know this much about the ASPCA here. In Fulton County, the actual pound is built for like 75 dogs, and they usually have like 400 in there. You can go in and there'll be like one run with like 5 pit bulls in it, and they break out in fights all the time. Then you go to the ASPCA, which is like 5 minutes away from them, and they have like probably 70 enclosed, clean, air-conditioned, single stalls for dogs, and they're usually at about 30% capacity. And you ask the people at Fulton County, like, why don't they take dogs from here? And they say, we've been begging them for years to do it, and they just won't help us at all.
Yeah,
really
I heard ASPCA.
I mean, if I was going to give money to any dog organization, it would be like the local pounds, because especially in Georgia, the kill rates are so high, and we have like the highest rate of abandoned dogs and cats here. But they put like 6 million dogs and cats down a year, euthanization, just from like people carelessly. It's bad here in Atlanta, like southeast Atlanta is like, you see strays all over the place. People just throw them out all the time, puppies and shit.
Flower Power plays your tune when she's dealing with her freaky neighbor.
Yeah, that song was really just like, take all your cares away.
Oh my God, Stat Seagulls. I was at the beach one time, and I packed something to eat, and I literally had nothing in the house except an avocado, shrimp, and English muffins. So that's what I made. I made a shrimp avocado on an English muffin. I was eating the sandwich. A seagull came and stole it out of my hands. Came right up, snatched it, and everybody they were dying laughing. I mean, the seagulls here, they'll knock you down for your food.
Donna, I'm in Georgia too.
He in Georgia.
Vivian said, I'll donate to anyone who will walk their dog by Glenda's doorstep, and bonus if they poop there. Or wait, you can take you remember how they would take the bags of poop and set them on fire and throw them on somebody's porch and stuff out?
Put it in a paper bag and set it on fire, and then the person that answered the door would stomp on it. You have seagull pics from Bellport?
UMLs from the South?
The seagulls here just they got balls for sure. Flying turds. Oh my God. They took your kids' hot chocolate and cookies? Oh my God.
Oh, that would be funny.
Oh, Carlos, here you go.
Michelle and Glenda in the drive-thru together. Yeah. Somebody told me that Michelle had emailed Glenda about something.
I don't know.
She's been mad at me for a while. Michelle has. We had our battles.
Oh my God. So on to a subject that everybody loves. Dogs. Where are yours?
Nick,
Where are they?
Gypsy is right here.
You got it, you guys. You got to see these dogs.
She's asleep. They've been playing all day.
They are in love with him.
He's asleep. He's been playing all day.
They're in love with him.
She did it. She's probably, they have their own bed, like in the bedroom next to me. So she's probably in there on her bed. She likes having her own little bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
She's spoiled like that. So
Yep.
she goes in there and takes naps a lot by herself. But there's a big window she can see the backyard like right out of. I have the bed like right up against it. So
yeah, mine like to look out the window. Holly just likes to look out the window, and if I take them in the front out of the fenced area, they don't go anywhere. And Holly will lay right up by the curb so she can see everything that's going on, but she doesn't go anywhere. She just hangs out and says hello to people walking by.
My living room, I have a big sliding glass door, and then the doggy door is right there beside it. So I have the couch set up where they can sit on it and see the yard, and they like watch there for chipmunks. And anytime one goes out, they like, you can hear them. They hit it right through the doggy door, and they go out and chase squirrels all day and stuff.
Yep.
So it's fun.
Arizona thinks they're very mistreated.
Oh, they are terribly abused. Terribly, terribly abused.
They look
Depends
to be.
on who you ask.
They look to be very abused. The only thing that's missing are the 1,000 count thread sheets for them to lay on.
Yeah. I mean, I have cheap sheets. But not the slick kind. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm real weird about my heels on my sheets. I don't know if anybody else is. Because you know how like the heel of your foot's kind of thicker.
Yeah.
And like anytime the bottom of my feet touch cheap sheets, it just like, I don't know, it makes my skin crawl. Like really low thread count sheets, because you know how they feel like rough.
Mm-hmm.
Shit drives me crazy.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Bucky.
Bye, but Bucky's going to eat.
Yep.
Yours are kicking back, enjoying the air. Yeah, mine are.
Mine too.
Holly, she's considered a smooth collie, but it's called a rough factor. So her coat is thicker than a true smooth for smooth, and she's also black, so she gets really hot. But Zoya, she can stay outside all day, and she loves it. She absolutely loves being outside.
That's how Faith is. She's white, so she goes outside in the sun. Where my two black ones that I have right here, like you could take them out for a little short walk, especially the blue heeler that's black. And like that sun, he gets overheated real fast. So
how old is Gypsy?
Gypsy is 4. She'll be 5 in September.
They're all young.
Yeah. The two oldest ones, Otto and Jax, they just turned 5 in May.
Mm-hmm.
And then Buster's just turned 3 and Faith is 3. So they're all from like 3 to 5.
Yep.
Yeah. They keep each other entertained though. It's easy.
I know a lot of people that sleep with their feet sticking out of the covers. I can't. I have to cover my feet up. And in the winter, I wear socks because my feet get cold. But I know a lot of people that let their feet stick out of the bottom. We all love our dogs, the things that we do for these dogs. Like Zoya is now on a hunger strike because I've been feeding him the same food. And just this morning, she decided she didn't want to eat. And then tonight, she's holding out for something better.
That's how Gypsy does sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't usually last very long.
You had a parakeet named Holly. My African gray was named Ringo.
What kind of dog do you have, Saying?
Gypsy, I know.
She's sweet. I got Gypsy from the pound, and she's a full-blooded Doberman. She was like 6 months old, and I went to Fulton County Pound that day, and they have like these like boxes, like metal boxes that they put the small dogs in.
Mhm.
And she was back in the corner, and I saw her dodging around, and I took her out to play with her, and she was real small, and I took her home.
So your dog gets offended if you pass wind in the bed. Now, does your dog pass wind in the bed? Because it would seem to me that if the dog gets offended, then the dog certainly cannot pass wind in the bed because it would be offensive to you. Zoya actually passes wind audibly, and they both burp. They have no manners. Clearly did not go to etiquette school. They're rude. They don't care. Nope.
Cheyenne, I haven't gotten them back yet. Thursday will be 2 months. Still waiting.
Nick, you always wear socks? Do you not like your feet to touch you don't like the way that your feet feel like on the floor or something?
I have flip-flops.
Oh, yeah. You get that snaggy feeling. Stats has a multi-poo. A noodle. You have 2 cats. Hi, Sandra. You're mousers. Yeah. Well, down in the basement, this house is 67 years old, and it's very well built. But I'm trying to think, going back maybe 10 years, do you guys know what sprickets are? Spider crickets?
Oh, yes. Oh, those things are terrible. We get them in our basement sometimes. They are
And
creepy, and they're persistent, and they'll jump on you.
they're blind. Did you know that? They can't
Blind?
see. They're
No, I didn't
blind.
know that. That makes them even more disgusting to me.
But they jump like 10 feet in the air. And I'm not, you can come to me if you have your leg cut off, if you're holding your leg and you're hemorrhaging, but I don't do well with bugs. So the first time I ever saw a spider cricket down there, I was like, oh, no, 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 no. And I'm like, how are they getting in here? And I started looking into it, and apparently they can like flatten themselves and get into cracks.
That's so creepy.
So I keep a can of Raid down there, and what I did, I went down with like its spray foam to try to seal any cracks.
Mm-hmm.
But a friend of mine has a cat. She has never seen a spider cricket in her basement ever.
Really?
Because the cat gets it.
There's this. Have you ever seen that pesticide stuff? It's called Tiger. It has the actual tiger on the can.
Mm-hmm.
You can spray that in an area like our basement's unfinished.
Mm-hmm.
It's where we do laundry, so there'll be water bugs or spider crickets down there sometimes. But you can spray this stuff in the air for like 6 months, 7 months. You won't see anything.
Really?
You know, when it's time to spray again, might see 1 or 2 creep in. You just respray, and yeah, it keeps them away.
Yeah, I have to be careful with the dogs.
I don't spray in areas that my dogs go in.
Yeah, so my dogs go downstairs. So, yeah. But I'm really I'm very, very careful. A couple of years ago, I'm trying to think how many years ago it was, maybe 3 years ago. That you've heard of a Seresto collar, right? For ticks and flea.
Yeah.
Well, I always used to have Holly get Lyme disease vaccine. And then I started doing some reading about it, and it's not very effective. So I talked to the vet about it, and the vet said, I really never recommend the Lyme vaccine because, number one, it gives owners a false sense of security because ticks carry more diseases than just Lyme disease. And I give it because owners request it. And that's exactly what happened. I requested it. So he said, I recommend the topical flea and tick things. And I had heard about the Seresto thing because it's supposed to last for 8 months. And I went back and forth and back and forth. So after I took Holly into the vet, I bought one from PetSmart. I put it around Holly's neck, and less than 24 hours later, she started stumbling around like she was drunk. And she laid down on the floor in the living room, and her whole body started shaking.
It's like neurotoxin.
Yep. So,
well, I mean, even flea preventative and heartworm preventatives that you can get, that's just a low dose poison. I found this stuff on Amazon that's all natural called Flea Away. It prevents mosquitoes with heartworms from biting them and keeps fleas away. And I've been giving it to my dogs every summer for, this will be the 5th summer they've been on it. I mix that with the brewer's yeast, and I've never seen a flea on any of my dogs. And they like get out. There's some sandy areas in my yard that they play in. And I know there's fleas out there because we have squirrels and stuff, but I never see a flea or a tick on them. I never get them on me, and it's all natural. They don't have any problems with that.
What is it, a pill you get? A pill?
Yes, a pill. It's called Flea Away, and you get it on Amazon. It's all natural. And I mix that with the brewer's yeast pills, which has, I think, a little garlic in it maybe. And I guess that just, whatever comes out of them from it or is in their bloodstream keeps everything away from them. That stuff works really well.
But I went into it with my eyes wide open. I Google searched, I read the things that happen. And so when I put the collar on her, I was off from work so I could make sure she was, thank God, because I don't know what my mother would have done if I wasn't home to see that. So I took the collar off immediately. I called the vet, and the vet said to lather her twice with Dawn dishwashing detergent. And I did that immediately, and the neurological symptoms cleared up. She had the worst diarrhea for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's terrible.
And it was mustard yellow.
Mm.
And I called the vet back, and I'm like,
that stuff went straight into her digestive tract and killed all her good and bad bacteria. Because that's what antibiotics do to you, right? They like,
and I felt so bad for her. She had, she had horrible diarrhea, and he said, I don't want to give her anything. She has to get rid of it because her liver, it's that color because of the bile from the liver. She's toxic from the stuff.
That's terrible.
And it was 2 weeks. And so I'm very, very cautious about, I'm not a vaccine crazy person. I mean, if there's really no risk for them to get something here, I'm not going to just vaccinate them to vaccinate them.
This is my thing. I grew up in South Carolina in the country, and we had like yard dogs our whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And we never took our dogs in for rabies shots or anything. We never had a dog that got rabies. It's like the only animal I've ever seen with rabies actually was Cujo. We have foxes in our neighborhood in like a urban area, and they're never sick or anything. So like the whole rabies thing is weird to me because like, have you ever seen an animal with rabies? You have?
Many, many years ago, the neighbor across the street, there was a raccoon in the driveway.
Uh-huh.
And it was obviously rabid. I mean, it was nuts. So they called the police, and I guess the police came with animal control because animal control here is under the auspices of the police department.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to shoot the raccoon. They missed. The raccoon took off. I mean, it was like, really? A cop can't even get a raccoon? How the hell are they going to do in a real crime situation? Good Lord.
You know what happened to me like 8 months ago? A possum came in my doggy door, and like all my dogs were in the living room barking, right? And I go in there to see what's going on, and it was dark. So I turned the light on, and there's like, he was standing upside down in the corner of the living room. So I had to get like, I was afraid of him. I wasn't gonna like try to. He was really big too, so I had to pepper spray the living room and take my dogs out, and like the pepper spray ran him back out the doggy door. And then I couldn't like use my apartment for like a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But he was like playing dead in the corner of the living room, and he wouldn't go anywhere. I like threw things at him. He wouldn't do anything. So I was like,
He
maybe
was
if
probably scared shitless.
that pepper spray got his ass out. Sure did. Right across the room, I said zzz, zzz, like that. It hit him a couple times, and it's just filled the room up. And he found his way right on out to the fresh air.
Oh my God!
I
Well, a
was
friend of
freaking out. He
mine.
was big, and I'm sorry, but a possum is just like a big rat to me. And I really,
But the
I
thing
don't have
is,
any sympathy
they
for
are
it.
good though because they eat the ticks.
Yeah, but I mean, they could do that outside.
Well, yeah, you don't
Yeah, I
want
don't
it,
have any ticks in my house. I don't know
right?
what he was trying to do, but like I had 5 dogs inside, and he came inside with them. It's just
That's
so
weird.
weird, so bold, right?
That is weird.
He was big and nasty. Ugh. And you could smell him from across the room. No
Ew, what's
lie,
it
Steve.
smell like?
Like when you walk, it just smelled like, ugh, just like a dirty, nasty animal.
Ew,
You know,
gross.
when I walked in the living room, I could smell him before I saw him.
Cujo.
Yeah, they do smell like deathish, kind of rotten.
Ew. I, I probably would freak out too. I would, yeah.
I should have recorded it while it was all happening. That would have been great reality.
But that's not the first thing in your mind is like, oh, let me grab a phone. You want this fucking thing out of your house.
I'm not from that generation.
Right. That's what, like when I got, apprehended and detained at Home Depot, I should have whipped my phone out and recorded it. But it didn't occur to me to do that. But I should have.
Beth says she had a cousin that passed away from cat scratch fever. Is a real thing. I had a friend who had it, and he was in the hospital. It was like it's like pneumonia. It almost killed him. He got hit from like digging in trash and stuff like that. Like
underground UML. No, not to my knowledge. She doesn't. Thank God.
It smelled like Glenda.
Oh God. I know. They are kind of.
She passed away in 3 days. That's terrible.
Wow.
It's serious because it gets in your blood. It's like worse than sepsis.
Wow. Oh, that's too bad. It smells like an unnamed underboob. Oh my God. Cool beans. I have cat and toxoplasmosis. That's why you're so funny.
He makes great videos.
Fundy, you should have called Glenda. She would have pulled a knife. Do you know the story about Glenda with the intruder that she claims she stabbed in the back?
When was this? Recently?
No.
Or when her
Well,
ovary?
she no, I don't it happened. She claims it happened a while ago, but she claims that the guy came in through the bathroom window and she stabbed him in the back and he ran out of her apartment, apparently with a knife sticking out of his back.
You know what though? That might be true. I can see
Yeah.
her. I can see her like coming at you with a butcher knife. Can you see that? Just mad because you like was in her refrigerator or something.
Well, UML posted, who is that guy, that Middle Eastern guy that was swinging those knives around? Who is that? That
I don't know.
what's his name? Nader or Nader or something?
Oh, you talking about from Foodie Beauty? Yeah, oh, yeah. He's Egyptian, I think.
Well, he had a couple gigantic knives that he was swinging around. Like, I'm
Yeah,
surprised he didn't
I think he
scalp
gets. I think
himself.
they get jacked up on. Don't they get? Don't they do cocaine, UML or something like that?
I don't know.
Nader El Shmay, yeah, that's his name. I watch some of her stuff
That's
sometimes.
cringy.
He's Egyptian, yeah. I thought so.
You know what?
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's
Bullshit.
Yeah. What kind of dog would be a porch pirate? Oh Lord. Vivian Vlor, I didn't watch that whole video. I started to watch it and it got to like so bullshit. I was like,
Yeah, I watched like 2/3 of that video, and
yeah,
it just got. It's like I think I got one little clip out of it that I wanted, and I was like, I can't. That's enough.
yeah. It's it wasn't Zeus. Speaking of which, where is he? He keeps talking about coming up and visiting and making videos, but he never shows up. I don't know, but if he was my boyfriend, that's unacceptable. I don't know. That's unacceptable.
You would think that they would have like date nights that she would like. She films everything else. You know what I mean? Like with her kids and family and stuff like that. So you don't think they would ever like go on a date night if they had a date night or something significant like that? You don't think she would film parts of it for her channel?
Well, in order to have
Or
a
if they
date
just
night,
hung
you
out
actually have to be together.
Yeah,
You
right.
have to
But that's
actually,
my point.
you know,
What's her excuses that he doesn't want to be on YouTube or something? Does she have an excuse for it?
I think probably almost everybody in this chat can tell you what all the excuses. I mean, COVID came, so that was an excuse for a long time.
Oh, that was a good one.
But
Lockdowns.
in October, it'll be 3 years. 3 years since they've been together. 3 years. So, I've heard of long distance relationships but 3 years? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like she has that much time to be playing with anyway, right?
Yeah, like
In their 70s.
like let's go, man. It's
All right.
yeah, you're 70 years old. How much longer are you gonna wait? Like, come on, let's get to it. A booty call. I don't know. Maybe. Right?
Yeah, I know. That's not much of a relationship to me. It's like people staying in sexless marriages. What's the point? Which I know some people do it for financial reasons, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like, to me, that's just like one of the most important things of a good marriage. When you think like a healthy sexual relationship. So I mean, if you already having sex with the person, are you really in a relationship with them?
Mm-hmm.
Dookie. Hey, Bucky. Dookie.
Oh, how was your dinner, Bucky? Oh Lord, I don't know. It's just that whole story is, I don't know. She doesn't seem to be as into him as she used to be. You know what I mean? I wonder if the flame is like dying out. What do you think?
I wonder if she seemed to get more hits from like the video that she did with when she was talking about Lele and stuff in it.
Hmm.
And then she was asking her audience, should I talk about this stuff more? That's really, I think, what makes her interesting is the dynamics outside of her channel with other channels. You know what I mean? So the fact that she doesn't pull from that more, it's the only thing interesting about her is the drama that's around her from other
But
people.
her phrases and the way, I guess I'm not used to Southern slang. And I get such a kick out of how she explains stuff with a totally straight face. She doesn't crack a smile.
I love when
And
she says diarrhea.
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 You found another
Somebody's
lady
always got
mentioning
diarrhea.
who, Stat? Who's mentioning her often now? Bucky. Eating is a chore. Do it, get it over with, and move
Yeah,
on.
right? Nutrition.
I know, Vivian. We don't see the jewelry or the perfume. Nothing.
The only thing I've seen is him being in her live streams where he blocks people. You know what I mean? But then he happens to be doing that at the same time. She'll be tapping her phone and stuff. So my
Mm-hmm.
question was she playing Zeus in the live stream?
Quite possibly.
Because you can see her when she does her live stream. She's really actively blocking people a lot. Or she's tapping on her phone doing something. Sorry, y'all. I had to plug my laptop in.
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm talking about Lele. Lele's her phrasing and stuff with the Southern phrases, because I've never heard them, and I think they're funny as hell. I think it's hysterical. Rhonda. Well, Jamie, I think that's what happens with everybody. They fall for it in the beginning, and then it's kind of like, what's going on here? Oh, I'm sorry you got blocked. So sorry. Don't ask a question. Don't say, hey, you could get that cheaper someplace else or save money by doing this. You get blocked.
I got blocked in her live stream because I went in there and I just asked a simple question. I said, Laura said that Zeus isn't real. And boy, they blocked me so fast.
See?
They got mad. It really made her moderators angry. And I'm like, why can't you even ask a question? It doesn't make any sense.
Flippity flop. Flippity flop. Okay, Amanda. Malinois Mama. Hi.
Hey, Malinois.
Yeah. Yep. Say hello to Cheyenne for me. Here, say it yourself. There, I did it. Well, I know I'm blocked.
I know I am too. Like all 10 of my channels.
Hi, Gay Scott. Hi, Chicago Cubby fan. I know. That's kind of everyone is loved and accepted as long as you don't question anything.
Yep. You got a color within the lines.
Exactly.
Yep, you sure do.
Don't ask a question.
I think Heidi Hoax blocks me.
Melanoid, she's proud that she's blocked.
I
I actually do think it's like a badge of honor to be blocked, because
that means that you aren't going along with the you know, some people will there's a
right.
lot of lonely people who just want to be part of their community, I think, and will you know, do anything to feel like they fit in, you
Right.
know, or have a place to go. So
Right.
they don't ask questions, I guess. And then you
Yeah.
have the people who do know a little bit, the moderators that know about both sides and the whole narrative, that like protect the new people from knowing anything about it, like
Right.
at all costs, like
Right.
the front line of the battle. It's interesting.
You know, what is the deal with this? Why can't I have no idea why one can't see? It's got to be a YouTube thing that you can't see Bucky. I don't understand.
It has to be.
Because you're both commenting.
I think it happened in my chat too on my channel. So
I see you and you can't see each other. That is so bizarre.
that's really weird. Funny, I got blocked for telling her she looked like the Quaker oatmeal man. She does.
Yep. I know, Beth. I see them both too. So has anybody ever looked up like the reason why you can't see another name on YouTube? It's bizarre. And I tried to post a comment on this channel, my own channel, and it wasn't anything bad. There were no bad words. There was nothing. It didn't post.
Hey, Catherine. Amanda, I started watching Pink Fairy like in 2017. I just ran across her. And then it led me to like other channels this December. I was like wanting a place to laugh, basically. So I started making reaction videos just for shits and giggles.
Mal and I, we kind of did. I couldn't even finish the video because I was like, this is so much bullshit that I don't have time for this. It's so dumb.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish the whole story.
Yeah, I'm going to block you for giving your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's, and if you're trying to save money, which we all are now. In fact, has anybody noticed the price of laundry detergent? Oh my God. What? It's like double what it used to be. I couldn't believe it. Like, how much more are people supposed to take? Hi, Catherine. Right? Cringy highlights. You don't even have to watch Glenda anymore. All you have to do is watch the more entertaining channels and you get all you need to know. Exactly. They have so much fun on her channel. Yeah. A lot of fun.
We just pray for each other and we support each other. We are really here for each other. Just a community of good Christians.
Make my own. I know I could probably go online and get a million recipes for making your own laundry detergent.
Sometimes I just get a big bag of baking soda and put it in there. Well, you don't get that smell though, I guess. But your laundry will be clean, but then I just throw a dryer sheet in. You know what I mean, for the fresh
Mhm.
smell.
Yeah.
But there are some magnets you can get if, well, not if you have a new type of wash machine, but for like the old washing machines that don't have computers on them, you
Mhm.
could get like magnets and put in your drum all the way around, and the magnets will actually wash the dirt out of your clothes, and you don't even have to use laundry detergent. It's like this green new way of like washing
Really?
clothes. Yeah, it works. I tried it. I did like dirty doggy blankets in it. I had to wash them twice, but they came out clean after the second time. And I didn't use any laundry detergent. It's like a Neo. It's a really strong magnet. I'll have to look it up to think of the name, but I bought like a pack of them. But
Huh.
they're like really, really strong magnets, and you just put them around your drum, and like the magnets actually wash the dirt out of your clothes. It breaks up the dirt in the material. But it's
Wow.
like this
I've
new
never even
green
heard of
way.
that. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that. Wow.
But like the whole fourth industrial revolution, like it's all about conservation and stuff like that, water and stuff. So you're gonna see a lot more clothes that are gonna be made with like actual silver threaded into them, because
Mhm.
like if that silver material is antimicrobial. So if it's threaded into your clothes, it actually breaks dirt and odors down. So you could like
Oh.
actually wear a shirt for like a really long time without even having to wear it because it wouldn't get dirty because of the silver material that's in it.
Huh.
So it actually just constantly cleans your shirt while you're wearing it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, but they're
You
trying
know
to
what,
like
Jamie? Everything. I can't. I went to buy laundry detergent. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
you go to Costco and get it like in bulk. Yeah, it's still high there too, though.
Yep. Right, Vivian. You're right. A great Southern meal.
Uh-uh.
Hmm.
There's good Southern food, but a lot of it's sloppish.
This is all natural. Did I miss the actual how?
Now, she flipped out. Now that was one of my favorite moments, Malinois Mama. Yeah.
Borax, zote, oxygen mix? Borax, zote.
Oh, that stuff is really cheap too. Yeah, borax.
I have borax. I'm writing it down because
Becky, you silly.
what's she saying?
Yeah, I can't watch her eat either. It's really disgusting.
Oh,
And Michelle too, from Chickens by the Lake. She's always got food hanging out her mouth.
well, that
It's
on
just the thing about like eating food for people. I know there's like that's a whole fetish, right? Where people like actually get off on watching people. So it is like a whole
apparently.
fetish thing. That's why people get so many views with it, because people like actually get off watching people eat food. Like you
Well,
get so into food that you enjoy food so much that you just like watch people. It's weird to me. I don't like to watch people eat.
um, Underground Media Life in that one video, I don't know who it is, but she was eating
She stabs it.
that meat thing, and she put like half of the whole thing in her mouth and bit it off. I was like, how do you put that much food in your mouth at one time?
Imagine what she does off camera though.
I know, right?
Right.
Wow.
Mukbang and the feeders. Okay. There are two fetishes around this, both mukbang and the feeders. Okay.
Now,
It's fascinating.
is the mukbang thing, is that like a sexual fetish?
I mean, I could totally see people getting off on it sexually because, people are weird. But I don't know if people actually get off on it sexually, but I would imagine that they would.
That's so weird.
It is weird to me.
That's really weird. Well, Stat, it's funny you say that about jeans because a few years ago, not a couple, I always say a couple of years ago. It could have happened like 20 years ago, and it's a couple of years ago to me. There was a thing that I saw. Was it the founder of Levi's, or I can't remember, said that you're not supposed to wash blue jeans at all. Did you ever hear that?
No, that's disgusting. You're not supposed to wash them.
Yeah, look for it online. Like with I don't know what the reasoning was. There was reasoning behind it, and I can't remember what it was. And I was like, who the hell doesn't wash their clothes? Doesn't wash their jeans?
I sweat too much. Like I could wear my clothes one time, and I just have sweated so much in it that like I can't. Plus, I'll break out under my arms if I wear t-shirts more than once, just because of the bacteria.
Yeah,
that's gross. I can't do it.
It is gross.
And then you could get jock itch, athlete's feet. That's all nasty. Wearing your underwear too much.
All right. Speaking of underwear, what's the deal with the underwear out the window? The panties in the window in the vehicle? You know what I'm talking about. Help me. I don't know who it was, and somebody said something about panties out the window of the vehicle. Nick, is Nick still here?
I don't know.
I can't remember who did it, and I was like, wait a minute. What were the panties doing hanging out the window in the first place?
I don't think I've seen that.
Nick knows about it because I asked him, and I'm like, what's with this? The panties out the window. Right. When you live on a farm, you wash your jeans.
Oh, yes.
Totally.
Or animals like dog hair, and on your clothes. Like, how much of that can you get on before you wash them? You know what I mean? Walking around looking like Chewbacca.
But even your body, you shed skin cells, and everybody has microscopic mites on their body. Like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, Pink Fairy had panties in vehicle on the floor. Oh, Lele was talking about that. That's what it was. I remember now. Yep.
Panties
Lucky, she's right. She left her panties in the floorboard. Because Lele was like, what were y'all doing in the vehicle to leave your panties in there?
Right.
I forgot Lele covered that. Yeah, Lele was talking about it.
Crusty drawers. Oh, God. Please.
They were hanging out the vehicle.
But why? Were they?
She probably just did that for reactors, because Pink Fairy does that a lot. She trolls her reactors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's what she was doing.
And is she the one that you said peed on the sheets?
No, that's Foodie. That's Foodie Beauty. Chantel Marie from Canada.
Why?
She got drunk and was talking about the Uvalde shooting. She got really wasted that night. She had like 3 bottles of wine, and she passed out on her bed and she peed the bed. And I don't think she still changed her sheets. It's been like over a week.
Did she show the pee in the bed?
I think she talked about it the next day. She talked about wetting the bed, pee in the bed, made a joke about it. I mean, she didn't really have to tell on herself, but I think she does that to troll. She has a lot of reactors too. I think they do a lot of that stuff to troll them. Foodie Beauty does have issues. Y'all got 2 real crazy ones from Canada now, Michelle and Foodie Beauty. It's like 2 of my favorites are Canadian. I didn't even know they were both Canadian until after I started watching them.
Levi says to wash, right, Rob, you know what I'm talking about, right? To wash them with, if it's visible dirt, to wash with a toothbrush to spot clean. Yeah.
Baking soda. Oh, and you can put peroxide in with them too.
Catherine?
No, I
Possum.
haven't. I mean, he's still playing games. He's been sending me the last 2 days. He's been sending me like old text messages and emails and stuff. Receipts. So
Someone get the Lysol. Ew.
a lot of strange people on YouTube. You're right about that. But it's mostly for my entertainment. You know what I mean? Because I watch a lot of these channels. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Right.
I watch some YouTube channels and Housewives, and that's about it. And Mama June, I watch that.
Stop
Love
it.
After Lockup.
Vending machines with worn undies for sale? No.
Oh no, people do that. People do that. There was this website called I can't think of the name of it now, but people sell like dirty people. That's a thing. People sell dirty
I
underwear
know.
and dirty socks and stuff.
But stats saying there are vending machines.
I believe it. Japan has everything, so I believe that.
Damn.
I really believe that. They have vending machines for everything in Japan too. So.
Have you been to Japan?
No.
I haven't either.
But I would like to, but I've heard that that's how it is, you know. It's like
I know that somebody in here, I don't know if she's still here, but she's been to Japan.
I haven't been to any Asian countries, or what do they call them? The other Asian countries. Have you?
I haven't been to any Asian countries. No, I want to go to. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go
to South America, Europe, India, and the Middle East, but I haven't been to Asia.
I want to go to Thailand.
I would like to go. If I would probably want to go to Japan more than any place. China's just so creepy to me, and it's weird. It's weird. Like they have different hygiene standards. Like, you know, you see stuff like in India too. Like people just will use the bathroom right out in public.
Years and years ago, one of the surgical residents that I worked with went to India on a mission trip. He nearly died. He went into liver failure when he came back from some like weird parasite. He was in the ICU for 2 months.
That's scary. You just never know.
And he said people just squat in the middle of the road and take a crap. It's disgusting.
Yep.
Ew. Yuck.
It's really disgusting.
You're watching Outlander?
What's that? A channel?
It's a show on, it's either Netflix or something like that. Do you know what I've been watching on Hulu?
What?
Is the story of oxycodone and Purdue Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot of good information. You know, there's a lot of good information out there on that, documentaries and stuff. It's really good.
Michael Keaton
started that in the late 90s, right?
No, Michael Keaton produced it. It was in
No, I mean when they started really doing the oxycodone push.
It was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. Because that's really why we were in Afghanistan. Because before the United States went into Afghanistan, we produced like, after we went in there, we produced like more than 90% of pain pills in the world. That's what our whole invasion and occupation of Afghanistan was about us growing the poppy fields. It was poppy industry for big pharma. Right. That's why the Taliban was burning poppy fields and trying to run the U.S. military out. We were just occupying for big pharma.
But I mean, I kind of followed that Purdue Pharmaceutical thing and the oxycodone, but this documentary is really, really, Michael Keaton did his homework with this. It's really, really good. And it's sickening.
The whole story behind that and everything is really interesting. I've watched a lot of information about that. Just how they pushed, and they knew what they were doing the whole time. They knew the addiction rates. They knew what was going to happen before it happened.
Yep.
And people still have not been held accountable for it. And the fact that that shit's still in the market when we have stuff like CBD that's way more effective and not as addictive and can also treat other things in your body. And the
That's
fact that
right.
they still push pain pills like they do. And
Well,
everything that we have with it is disgusting.
it was big pharma from the beginning that blocked research with marijuana.
Right. Exactly.
So, you know, because it would cut into their profits.
Big
And
time.
it's only recently that marijuana has been coming to the forefront in the medical industry because they're finding it to be useful for so many things.
Anything that's cheap and effective like that, they cover up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's like they want to push the more toxic stuff that creates more problems later down the line for returning customers, in my opinion. But if you dig enough, no matter what you have, because that's how I found the treatment for my PTSD. My last episode was like 8 months, and my inflammation started coming back at the end. And then I found something that's like natural and non-toxic, and started taking it, and it cleared everything up like in 4 days. So
Do you take it every day?
every day, 3 times a day now. Yep.
Is
Because
it a liquid or a pill?
It's liquid. It's blue medical dye.
Right.
It's called methylene blue.
I know it. I mean, I'm familiar with it from
You get it in a liquid, and I just put it like 3 drops in the morning in water because it has like a 5-hour half life. So I take it in the morning first thing. Then when I come back from the gym, I take it in the afternoon. Then before I go to bed, I take it. So it's always in my system because I can get inflammation really bad just from overproducing cortisol and stuff like that, because my body's like always in fight or flight. In the fall, my cortisol production like goes through the roof, and I get inflammation real bad.
Well,
But
now they're
that has
doing
helped me a lot.
studies. They're doing studies with oh shoot, like LSD and hallucinogenic like mushrooms.
Microdosing.
Mhm.
Yeah. I tried that this year too. I had like I did a 2-month where it was a box of 8 chocolates, right? And then once a week you take 1 chocolate, which is a microdose of what's the it starts with a P, the chemical that's in the mushrooms.
Psilocybin.
Exactly. So it's each one is a microdose of that, and you have like a 2-month supply, and once a week you take one, and it helps level out your mania from like bipolar, PTSD, whatever, and that really helps a lot, especially the first couple of days after you do it. Your mind is like really clear and focused, and then over it, you could do like a 2-month treatment once a year, and it's super effective for stuff like that, depression and all types of stuff.
Because I know they're doing ketamine infusions too for depression, resistant depression, and they're finding that ketamine infusions work for medication resistant depression.
That's a super strong hallucinogenic for humans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Microdosing is the key. You're right, Beth. Yeah.
Catherine's husband went to China, came down the Great Wall. There was a Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh my
Yep,
God.
CBD will help you sleep, everything.
Mm-hmm. And CBD for nerve pain is very, very effective.
Extremely. Yep.
For neuralgias and neuropathies and stuff. Totally.
Yep. During alcohol prohibition, they had like pot shops and stuff like that instead of bars, didn't they, for a while?
Yep. Yep.
There's lots of good stuff out there that's natural that doesn't have the same side effects. You just have to dig.
Yeah.
That's my thing, is avoiding side effects. You know what I mean? And long-term issues.
Yeah.
What is RSO? Well, if you remember, Beth, when the CBD stuff first started coming out, and it was like helping kids with seizures and stuff like that, people really had to like. I saw stories of people like in Texas and different states that had to pack their whole family up and move to Colorado so they would have access to CBD to treat their kids for seizures. Because this one girl, she had like over 10 seizures a day. They started giving her CBD oil and it cut it back to like 1 seizure a day. So they had to pack up their whole family and move to Colorado. And they had to take out like $200,000 loan just to be able to move. It was really sad. And now it's like you can get the stuff anywhere.
Yeah, you can get the stuff in 7-Eleven.
About the size of a grain, a grain of rice. Yeah, it doesn't take
what's the size of a grain of rice?
I think the RSO.
What is the size of a grain of rice? What's the size of a grain of rice? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, you can watch us too. I think she was talking about RSO.
Oh.
Whatever RSO is.
What is RSO? I don't know what it is either.
I'm trying to figure out myself. Oh, marijuana oil, I take. Okay. Oh, so it must have some THC and CBD in it or something.
Huh. Resin oil. Rick Simpson oil.
Oh, okay. Rick Simpson oil.
Rick?
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely like to look up new stuff like that.
Simpson.
Especially anything for pain and stuff. It's very high. Oh, it's a high dose of THC. Okay. It's probably the stuff that they give cancer patients and stuff. Is it black, like a black tar?
His name was Rick Simpson, huh?
Probably just put a drop of it on your tongue or something.
Huh.
Someone said they were a fan of Glenda's if they would be accepted here. Did you see that message?
What?
I don't know how to scroll back up. Someone named Carlos, I think. Well, yeah, Carlos, you can hang out.
Oh, I think I saw it. Yeah. Anybody can hang out. I mean, just be nice.
Yeah,
hang
exactly.
out. A fan of you, both of you, or I wouldn't be watching, but I also watch Glenda's channel. Well, you'll be loved and accepted. Chico.
Was that a joke?
Yes.
About Glenda saying loved and accepted? I don't know.
No, Glenda says all the time that everybody will be loved and accepted on her channel.
Right.
As long as you don't question her or
exactly
say anything that goes against what she's
or ask any
doing.
questions about if this is real or not.
Right. Chico.
Oh, they have Catherine, they have CBD rubs and stuff like that, lotions and all, that are supposed to work. I tried them before, but it didn't really help me that much. But it might have just been the brand. Fuck you.
Okay. I want to see it, Stat. I'm
Right?
interested in it. I'm interested. I'm so glad you can come here and feel good, Bucky. So it's all about. Let's feel good. Yeah, if you give her money, then you can stay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, your friend makes it for you? Oh, it's probably stronger than a lot of the stuff that's on the market then.
See, there's so much.
My edibles are way better than commercial stuff.
There's so much. Like I've heard about the dabs. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. So what dabs are basically, like if you could take like a jar full of marijuana buds, right? And then you pour like Everclear in it, a really high grain alcohol.
Right.
And you shake it, you leave it, then what happens is the alcohol strips all of the resin out of the bud. And then you take and you evaporate the alcohol from that. And then what you have left is like just the resin from the bud. And they use that as like dabs and shatter. So it's just like, it's like, like pine tar from a pine tree.
Yeah.
It's THC resin in a similar form as like It's like it's resin. It's
And-
THC resin, like
and-
pine resin from a pine tree.
Do you eat it?
No, you actually have to heat it with like butane torch type thing to get it really hot to,
Huh.
and then you could smoke it, or I think that's the main way they do it, like shatters and dabs. It's like
Huh.
you have to get a whole smoking kit for it, and then you just put a little tiny piece in it. And it's like concentrated THC, so it doesn't take as much of that as like if you were smoking like a bud or something like that. See? So it's like really the THC stripped down into like a putty.
Arizona chillin', you tell your family that they're going on a diet starting today. That's what I say. Say everybody's going on a diet. We're going to start with intermittent fasting, and we're going to start doing it right now. You have see, I don't even know what this stuff is. I need to go hang out with a bud tender and learn.
That's a whole different, when you smoke dabs and shatters and stuff like that, you have to get a whole kit for it. It's kind of like a bong system.
Huh. That's right, baby. No drama. No drama. Just
I'm an old head. I've been smoking since I was 14, and I'm like, what, 48 now? So I guess I'm an old head now. That's what they call us.
You'll be out. That's for young folks. Hi, Lucille. How are you?
Hey, Lucille.
Call me. You'll talk to me. I'm glad you'll talk to me. Oh, what I wanted to say is thank you to everybody that contacted me one way or the other today or any other day to express your support for this whole thing, the live, and because it means a lot to me, you know, that you came forward and did that. It really does mean a lot to me. I didn't want to forget to say thank you for that, but several people that are here tonight, it was nice. So thanks for that. That was really nice.
That's good. I'm glad to. Yeah, no drama. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, peace, love, and no drama. Yeah, we just wanted to have a little place, that we could talk about stuff we're interested in and, have some laughs and give people a place to chat.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like crazy, vicious, just some fun stuff.
Can somebody take out the trash if you don't mind?
What happened? Oh, Lord. I missed that. Well, I don't have kids either, so I have dogs though. I cook for them sometimes. You ever cook for your dogs? Sometimes I do.
Yep.
I'll like get hamburger meat and rice and spinach and carrots and cook it in a pot. And then sometimes like for Christmas and stuff, I'll make them little special meals. They love it. They know if I'm in the kitchen cooking, they know it's for them because I don't cook for myself. And they always come in the kitchen with me and sit down.
Well, I've got the two prima donnas. I have tried baby carrots, string beans, apples.
Really? They don't have none of that.
Wow. I've tried putting it in their food, giving it as treats. They want, but when I come home from Costco with the rotisserie chicken.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They know that.
My little white dog Face, she eats spinach. Anything I give her, if she sees me eating it, it's good enough for her. She will literally eat spinach.
Denise, I agree with you. It's very complicated.
Thanks, Arizona.
Just give me the easy way. 50 is the new 25. Well,
30, definitely. I'll take that.
that may be, but after hauling around all those heavy bags of sand and salt and everything from my poor man's pool, my body's letting me know it's not 25. Oh, thank you, Beth. Thank you, Flower Power. That's sweet.
I try to trick myself that I'm younger than I am all the time, but you feel it.
I know.
And then when I wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and like the half of my face that I slept on is like hey man, it's like 6 hours later and it still looks like I just woke up. It's like, bitch, you getting old. It's like you can't even put a hot rag on it anymore and iron it out. It's just like fucked up for the whole day.
Oh, thanks, Linda. I put a video out yesterday to announce the live. Cringy as boss, right?
Oh, thanks.
Boss.
I have fun. I like having fun.
Yeah.
I like making people laugh. That really makes me. I enjoy comments and seeing people laughing at the stuff that I make, because I like certain little things that make me laugh and makes everybody else laugh. That's great, you know.
Totally. Yep. Well, before we went live tonight, we were on split screen before we went live, and I'm going to tell you something. If you could have seen those dogs with him, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I spoil them so bad. I drool too, Denise. I wake up with like drool, like the whole one side of my beard will have like, it'll be wet with just like full of drool. It's disgusting. I'm bad about it. Because I get slack jaw when I'm asleep. Like my bottom jaw is like ugh.
Oh, see, I sleep with my mouth shut and I breathe through my nose, which is why when I have a stuffy head from allergies and stuff, it's so annoying because I can't friggin' breathe. When I go to bed, I can't breathe.
No, underground media life, it used to work for about 5 years. I could wake up in the morning and take a hot rag and put on my face, and it would like smooth all the stuff from sleep out. But it's like I'm getting close to 50 now, and just hot rags don't work no more.
Somebody should try to invent like a special iron for your face to iron out all the wrinkles.
If I could just sleep on my back, I would be fine. But I have like apnea, so I can't breathe. I have to sleep on my side, and it ruins everything.
That's weird that you have sleep apnea because you have a long neck. Usually people with apnea are
really
short necks, overweight. Yeah.
I think it's my overbite. Thanks, Becky. It's fun. I'm having a fun time. I snore too. I wake myself up snoring sometimes. It's that loud. Have you ever done that? Have you ever?
I don't snore.
You know, I snore like.
Oh my god, that would drive me insane. That would drive me nuts.
The worst thing is to try to sleep with somebody who snores. It's terrible. I hate it.
Cheyenne says, "Cringy, good looking, Bucky." Oh, Becky.
Becky drools.
Yeah, people are rude. I know.
They do make. I think they say like the silk pillowcases, and they make a special pillow too, but I don't know if it works.
I use silk pillowcases.
Do they work?
They don't turn the clock back.
But I mean, do you wake up? You know how you wake up like puffy, or you'll have like sleep wrinkles and stuff like that. Do you wake up with those from your? Because you don't have any wrinkles on your face now, so apparently they work out throughout the day. But
I've got plenty of wrinkles.
Do you wake up with things like, you know how things be pressed and wrong?
Well, I guess it's not from the fabric; it's from the how long you've been sleeping, like in one position.
I guess.
So I don't think that the fabric itself
can prevent that. See, that's what I was thinking. Because if you sleep on your face like this, and you're okay, right, and then you wake up and you have these lines right here. a pillowcase ain't gonna stop that. You have to stop sleeping on that side.
I
Right.
did it more for my hair because my hair breaks off.
Maybe
Botox,
maybe
right?
if you sleep upside down like a bat. I have an inversion tape. I wonder if you could sleep upside down.
Oh my God.
Maybe that's why bats sleep upside down.
Catherine, now you would
Yeah.
think of the two dogs, Holly, Holly is not an athlete by any stretch of the imagination. She would be the last across the finish line in a race. But it's Zoya. She snores like a bear. And I'm trying to think who I was on. I was on the phone with somebody here one night and she said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's Zoya snoring." She couldn't believe it.
What is Fofi? What is Fofi?
What is what?
Malinois Moss said, does Cringy know about Fofi?
Oh, Fofi. See, this look,
Fofi.
Cringy has to go back. You guys have to tell him which videos to go back and watch. Number one, he'll be on the floor laughing so damn hard. But Fofi is about Glenda's first husband and how she said that he used to take a pillowcase and shove the corner of the pillowcase up his nose or something. And it's very, very bizarre. But tell him where to go watch that video where she talks about him shoving the pillowcase up his nose.
I just finished all the Dr. Corruption ones.
Oh gosh.
Those were pretty fun.
Yeah, the cleaning the toilet with a toothbrush.
Yeah. I was looking for that particular part, and it was in the last video that I watched, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I had to watch all of them. But she's a hoot now.
Here you go. Crackles has it. Glenda getting nasty with first husband. Oh my God. Who's 50? You just turned 50. Happy birthday. You know what? I'm with you. I don't like it.
As long as I can stay mobile without any major like moving around problems, I don't mind getting older. I just want to be able to take care of myself. That's the most important thing to me. You know what I mean? Staying active enough where I can take care of myself. Because I don't want nobody changing no diapers for me and stuff. It's gross.
I know. It's a
scary thought.
Yeah, totally.
Really?
Really scary.
I mean, it would be one thing if I had like a child that I was close to or something like that, but I don't. So, other people doing it that I don't know.
Here you go. Retro Glenda.
Yeah.
Bucky, you know where to steer him to go find the good stuff.
That's why I would do the Sully Classics. There's some good stuff. Yeah.
You wish you were 50, Bucky? You're going to be 64 in 2 months?
What? Bucky's 64.
No, Lucille. Going to be 64. It's all downhill after 50. Well, all I know is that
I'm not going to believe that.
When I had when I screwed up my elbow and I had to have the elbow surgery, the orthopedic surgeon said to me, he said, you have two choices. You can stay active and your body's going to let you know about it because it's going to break down and you're going to have it fixed, or you can sit on your ass all day, get fat, get diabetes and heart disease. So take your pick. Staying active is the way to do it. It's just that, your body is like a car. Cars don't last forever either. They need work. They need to have things fixed and get it fixed and keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Oh my goodness. Karen Lara is here. She's 72. Right on, girl.
Bucky said she's not telling how old she is. I've never really even thought about it. Other than you said that you were older a couple times, but
Good for you,
Oh,
Scat. I went a long time ago. I was skiing in Crested Butte, Colorado, and I was sitting at the bar, and a couple seats down there was an old guy sitting there having a drink. So it was a family place. So idiot me says to him, "Oh, are you here with your grandchildren?" Because he was in his 80s.
oh wow.
And he looked at me and he goes, "No." And I immediately I was like, "Oh shit, what did I just say?" He goes, "No, I'm here skiing just like you are." And the next day I saw him on a double diamond run.
What?
I was like, "Oh my God." He was an excellent skier. And I saw him, for the rest of the week there. And I was like, you know what? That is who I want to be.
Have you ever snowboarded?
Yes, I did. I
I
took a
love that.
lesson.
So much fun. Do you like it?
No,
You don't?
I was on
But you're
my
a skier.
right.
Yeah. Usually people who have always been skiers
Mm-hmm.
don't really like to snowboard. I never skied before. I went straight into snowboarding. And it's like, I love it. So much fun. A little scary sometimes because those hills can be steep.
I
You know what I mean?
I took a lesson because I figured, hell, because I've been skiing since I was young. I was on the ski team. I raced in college, and I figured, how hard could this snowboarding thing be, right? I could not wait for that friggin' lesson to be over because I was down more than I was up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick with the two boards on my feet. And I don't know how to surf either. So I think like surfing, and if you know how to skateboard and you know how to surf, then it's easier to snowboard. But man, I just could not get it together. And I was like, you know what? This is not for me. But I used to go skiing out west all the time. I loved it. Chico's 46, right on. Lucille says, you feel like you're 30. Age is just a number.
That's what I'm trying to keep telling myself in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 3 hours from the best skiing in North America. And well, I guess you do. Up there it's so cold all the time.
Yep.
All that snow.
Right.
I couldn't deal with it. Shoveling snow and stuff, not for me.
See, I like the change of the seasons. And snow is pretty, and but maybe when I start, I have my older brother lived in Colorado for a long, long time, and when he retired, he moved to Arizona because they said he just couldn't take the snow anymore.
No doubt.
He couldn't deal with it.
I love the Southwest now. I could like New Mexico is so pretty.
I've never been there.
It's gorgeous. It's like you feel like you're on another planet there. The landscape's so different. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorite places.
That's right, Cheyenne. Jamie, you're a better person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you're here.
Same here.
Totally. Yep. The heroes are those who accept others unconditionally. That's true. Catherine, I got this stuff because I started hearing about hyaluronic acid, and I started looking into it. So I bought pure hyaluronic acid, and I like it.
What do you use it for?
For my face.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a serum, but I notice that it like plumps up It's hard to explain, but I don't feel that my wrinkles are as prominent after I put it on, and it's cheap. I mean, it's not expensive.
Have you tried microneedling?
I have not done it,
Go
but
to
I
Amazon.
know that there are people in the chat that have. I think
You go,
Crackles is big into microneedling.
if you go to Amazon, you can get a pen by a company called Dr. Pen,
Mm-hmm.
and they have the little replacement needles, and you just use it in a circular. And I'm telling you, like it forces your skin. They got the idea from tattoo artists
Mm-hmm.
because the needles in a tattoo gun work the same way. And they started seeing that after people got tattoos and touch-ups over scars and burns, that it was correcting the skin. So it literally
Beth
this
McCracken
forces,
is big. Beth
it's great.
McCracken is big into microneedling. I know she does it a lot. You should
It
talk.
makes your skin like produce collagen, and like
Right.
after you do it, you look really refreshed and everything's plumped back out again and everything.
Right. I know.
Some people use it with like, I know some people use it like with stem. They call it like a vampire facial, where
Mm-hmm.
they use like stem cells
Right.
from. They'll pull your blood and then
Mm-hmm.
they put it on your face and go over it.
Yep.
And then the stem cells from your blood is supposed to even help the collagen even more.
Yep. Beth is big into it. She knows a lot about it.
Okay. It has a radio frequency. Okay.
Mm-hmm. She knows a lot about it.
Mine is just a cheap needle gun, but I mean, you can see the difference afterwards. You just have to be
doesn't need to do anything. I'll tell you, Cringy looks phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly,
that might be why though too, because I use that thing pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And it will smooth out the rough spots.
Right, serums get down.
Castor oil is really good for your skin too. You ever use that?
I have not, but castor oil also makes your hair grow.
Yes. I'll put it in my eyebrows. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to forestall braiding and stuff too. So
Yep.
Linda's leaving. Night, y'all. Night, Linda.
Good night, Linda.
I have to get ready and go soon too. I have to make a phone call.
Okay. Yeah, we've been on for almost 2 hours, so
that went by really quick. Usually my live streams are like 20 minutes long.
You can bathe in it because you need some lifting. It's the bottle that I got. It's not expensive. It's like a clear, like a thick liquid. And I just put it on and rub it in and let it dry. And it really makes my skin feel nice.
You can get almost anything now in bulk on Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So cheap.
Yep.
Super cheap.
Well, there was a thing a few years ago that was big. They were calling it the vampire facial. I'm trying to think who did it. Was it Kim Kardashian that did it?
She did, but you know, someone else was on Ellen. Sandra Bullock was on Ellen, and I don't know if she was joking or not, but she said that she went and had the microneedling done, and they actually used foreskin from like a Korean baby, and they would like put it on her face for the stem cells. So I don't know if she paid more to have that done, but that's kind of creepy to me.
Well, there was a product probably 10 or 11 or 12 years ago made by a company called Skin Medica. And it was very, very controversial because it had foreskin cells in it. And it was a huge controversy when they found out that how it was manufactured. And
that type of stuff is perfectly legal in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like common practice, a lot of that stuff. But you know, even in China, they have hair camps where people like, it's your job to like grow hair for real wigs and stuff. You know, it's like there's weird industries everywhere. But I guess if they're just going to throw this foreskin away, I guess they're like, we might as well sell it, huh? I don't know. I don't really want foreskin on my face, though. That's gross.
Diane, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So we'll wrap this up. All makeup has afterbirth in it.
A lot of it does. It's true. Yeah.
Joyce, I'll put it. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's not expensive. It was really cheap. It was like $11. And I'll say what it was in the comment section of the video. I got it on Amazon and I like it. It doesn't have a scent to it. It's clear. Thank you, Catherine. That's sweet.
Yeah, Mike Stevens was worried about me. He didn't know if I would survive alive with you or not. And I did.
Be careful. Be careful.
I guess you were gonna try like attack me through the computer or something.
Well,
I made it. Yeah. The sausage, Team Sausage.
Team Sausage. That's the name.
You're inferior sausage.
Team Sausage. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, y'all.
It was great. Thank you all. We'll do it again next week.
Night stuff.
Good night, y'all. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Night, y'all.